There are moments in sports that feel bigger than the game itself. Moments when the stadium becomes a stage, the crowd becomes a chorus, and the world stops to watch.
The FIFA World Cup has always been one of those moments.
For generations, it has brought together nations, cultures, and billions of people through one shared passion: soccer.
It is more than a tournament. It is pride. It is identity. It is history in motion.
But in 2026, the World Cup will become something even bigger. For the first time ever, 48 national teams will compete. A record 104 matches will be played. And for the first time in history, the tournament will be hosted by 3 nations: the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
Yet at the center of it all will be the United States. With most of the matches set to take place in American cities, the 2026 World Cup will not just visit the U.S. It will place America at the heart of the biggest sporting event on the planet. And that raises a much bigger question. What happens when the world's game arrives on America's biggest stage?
Because this story is not only about who wins the trophy. It is about what this tournament could leave behind, economically, culturally, socially, and maybe even permanently.
Every World Cup changes the places that host it. When millions of fans travel across oceans and borders to follow their national teams, they bring more than flags, jerseys, and chants.
They bring spending, they bring attention, they bring movement, demand, and opportunity. Hotels fill up, restaurants stay packed, airports run at full speed.
Shops, bars, ride services, entertainment venues, and local attractions all feel the impact. And in city after city, that surge creates something powerful, an economic ripple effect that stretches far beyond the final whistle. For the United States, that could mean billions of dollars flowing through local economies, not just into major corporations, but into small businesses, hospitality workers, transportation providers, and neighborhoods that suddenly find themselves welcoming the world.
For many host cities, this is more than a chance to stage matches. It is a chance to present themselves to a global audience and benefit from one of the largest tourism waves modern sports can produce.
But money alone may not be the biggest story, because the deeper transformation could happen in America's relationship with soccer itself. For decades, soccer in the United States has existed just outside the country's traditional sports center. Football dominated Sundays. Basketball owned the hardwood. Baseball carried its history. And soccer, while growing, often remained the sport of potential. Popular, yes, but not yet central. That may be about to change.
The 2026 World Cup could become the moment soccer fully enters the American mainstream.
Imagine millions of children watching the world's greatest players compete on home soil, seeing the speed, the skill, the drama, and the emotion unfold live in front of American crowds. For a new generation, this will not feel distant. It will feel local, immediate, real. And for many young fans, that kind of exposure can become inspiration. Some will ask to join a team. Some will dream bigger than before. Some will become lifelong supporters of the sport. That is how sporting culture shifts, not through marketing alone, but through moments powerful enough to stay with people for years.
If that inspiration spreads, local clubs, youth programs, academies, schools, and professional leagues across the United States could all experience a lasting boost. And if that happens, then the legacy of the World Cup will not end in 2026. It will just be beginning.
Cities must upgrade transportation systems, improve airports, strengthen public safety plans, modernize stadium technology, and expand services for millions of visitors. This is the hidden side of hosting a World Cup, the infrastructure behind the spectacle. It is not just about building for the tournament, it is about building for what remains after it. Better transit, smarter systems, improved facilities, stronger coordination between cities, agencies, and communities. If done right, those improvements can outlive the event itself and continue serving local residents for years to come. That is often the true measure of a global sporting event. Not only the memories it creates, but the footprint it leaves behind. And then there is something even harder to measure, but just as important: perception. During the World Cup, billions of viewers will not only watch the matches, they will watch the host country. They will see the cities, the streets, the stadiums, the celebrations, the people. Every packed crowd, every vibrant fan zone, every unforgettable image becomes part of a larger story about what America looks like on the world stage. For international visitors, the tournament becomes personal. They do not just watch America, they experience it. And when they return home, they carry those experiences with them. That is why the World Cup is more than competition. It is one of the largest cultural exchanges in the world. And in 2026, technology will make that exchange more connected than ever. Modern stadiums, digital ticketing, advanced security, immersive broadcasts, real-time stats, and interactive fan experiences will shape how people engage with the event, both inside the stadium and far beyond it. Even those who never travel to a match will feel part of it. From living rooms to sports bars to phones and streaming platforms, the World Cup will reach audiences instantly, globally, and continuously. This will not only be the biggest World Cup in history, it may also be the most connected. But with that scale comes pressure. Managing millions of visitors across multiple cities will be a massive logistical challenge. Transportation networks will be tested, security operations will be stretched, traffic, crowd control, coordination, and communication will all have to function at the highest level. The success of this tournament will depend not only on the quality of the soccer, but on the quality of the planning behind it. If organizers, local governments, businesses, and communities can meet that moment, then FIFA World Cup 2026 could set a new global standard for how major sporting events are hosted. And when the tournament finally ends, when the final whistle blows, when the confetti falls, when a new world champion lifts the trophy, the world will remember the goals, the drama, and the unforgettable nights. But history may remember something else. It may remember stronger local economies, improved infrastructure, a surge in youth participation, a new level of national interest in soccer, and the moment America's connection to the world's game changed for good. So, yes, FIFA World Cup 2026 will be historic. But the real question is not whether it will be remembered. The real question is why. Will it be remembered as the largest World Cup ever played? Or as the tournament that changed America forever?